Hello, my loves, and welcome to this week's episode of I Think I Need Therapy. Today we are talking all about summer, a hot girl summer, the fucking pressures around the summertime, specifically as a girl. I think with this whole idea of hot girl summer and like having a good time during summer, it can get super overwhelming and also like it can get toxic. I'm not gonna lie, it can get toxic. So I just want to talk about that stuff. I have my tea here with me, my green Kevin Pottery mug, and I know right now it is currently, June? It's the end of June. Summer actually just officially began, and so I thought this was a good time to film this episode to talk about this topic. And also I think like high school students are getting out of school now, starting their summers, whatever, so I think it's a good time to talk about it. And if you don't know what hot girl summer is, it is basically I think the most general term for it, what most people think of it as, is just like being single, sleeping around, partying, just like getting with as many people as you can kind of over the summer. And also in this episode I will be using, like, speaking from a girl's perspective who likes guys, but use the pronouns however it applies to you, just change them however it applies to you. But I will be saying like sleeping with guys and stuff like that and refer to girls. But like if this applies to you and you have different pronouns in the places that I'm using them, change them as fits to you. I'm not saying there's only one right way or like one person who feels this way. I'm just saying like it's what relates to me, so just change it for what relates to you. Anyways, basically hot girl summer is just sleeping around. And I think a lot of people think, and I think society has put this on, where like summer needs to be a time where it's like you literally need to have the best summer ever every single summer and be partying all the time, drinking and sleeping with guys, and you know, you have to look so fucking good in the summer, and you always need to get like your body ready for the summer. You need to get so tanned and your skin needs to get clear. You need to look so snatched and like a bikini body ready and blah 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 blah, all these things. You need to get all the male attention. It's just kind of a lot of pressure. And also it's like, oh, I have this time off, I have this summer off, this break, I need to like fucking use it to like, you know, create new habits, get my body right, get all these things right, whatever. When really, like, why do we put so much pressure on the summer? It's like 3 months out of the year, out of the whole year. Like, I know it's a break, but like, why do we need to put so much pressure onto it and also make it like a time where it has to be perfect all the time? Because it doesn't need to be. I think summer is about doing the things you enjoy and that you love. If that is partying and sleeping around and going to the beach or whatever it is, like that's what you love to do, so fucking do it. If it's not, then don't. Do what you like to do. Do what you love to do. And I think society puts this pressure on us where we need to go out and party and go on boats and travel and go on these extravagant trips and, I don't know, look really great and post all these pictures of us at the beach and our bathing suits, partying with our friends and going to fucking Hawaii or something, I don't know. But like, what if you're just at home working the whole summer, not really going out and partying? What if you're just working, hanging out with your parents, a few close friends, staying in, you know, you don't look any different, maybe you go to the beach a few times? That is perfectly fucking fine. You don't have to have this big extravagant summer every year. You don't have to have it at all. But I feel like society puts this pressure on us to have that every year. But you get to choose what your summer will be. You get to choose, like, okay, you know what? I want to work this summer, but I also want to do some fun things as well. That's great. You also want to party. But think of what you truly enjoy. Do you like camping, going on canoe trips or kayak trips? Do you like traveling? Do you like going to concerts and festivals? Do you like just staying in with your cats or your dog or with your family? Would you prefer just to work the whole time? Like, if that's it, fucking do that. Do whatever it is that makes you happy and what you love. If you don't want to go to parties, don't go to parties. First, I want to address, like, the sleeping around and partying aspect of summer and hot girl summer, because I don't know, I think with it, like, being a trend of, like, oh, I'm gonna have my hot girl summer, like, let's have a hot girl summer this year. When it's a trend, sometimes I feel like it's like, oh, like, I need to have a hot girl summer, like, oh, I need to have this experience. People are hyping it up online, like, it must be good, like, it must be fun, like, this is something that I also need to be a part of, like, experiencing this hot girl summer. But sometimes when it's such a trend online, it's like, oh, I also need to be a part of this. You know what I mean? And so I think with hot girl summer being this trend, it's like, it feels like that's what summer needs to be. You know what I mean? And I think, yes, go off and have your hot girl summer if that's what you want to do. But also, you also get to define what hot girl summer means to you. It doesn't have to be sleeping around. Because if you're someone like me, fuck, that sleeping around is actually fucking damaging. Male attention. I remember actually my last therapist, I've had many therapists, don't worry. But my last therapist, we were talking about the male attention I was getting last year because it was kind of damaging. And just how much, like it's addicting. It is addicting because, especially unhealthy male attention, in this sense where you're just like getting with multiple different guys and getting attention from different ones, or sleeping around with like all these different guys. For me, it was always, wow, this is so personal. Why am I saying this? It's okay. Is it? Whatever, you guys can know. I already share enough on here. Why not just share more? I've already kind of spoken about this. I feel like I bring this fucking topic up so much in my episodes, but that's because it's just affected me a lot and is still affecting me. And I think it's valuable. It's like, I fucking talk about it so much. Wow. Whatever. I don't really care. But the guys that I was seeing last year, it was like, it wasn't just a one and done situation. So I don't know what I don't know what it's like to just get with one guy in one night, not know his name, forget his name, whatever, and then just dip and never talk to them again. I more have experience with talking to a guy, sleeping with him, and then like still texting him, but it mainly just being a hookup. Like, that's all it is. It's just like sex and like talking sometimes and flirting, but you just meet up to have sex and stuff like that. And I've had that like drag on for a year with a few people, like months, some a year. And for me, my intentions with that were not to just be having sex, and it never was. And I think maybe for them, yes, definitely, but for me it never was, and I wanted more out of it every time. And sometimes I think it's really hard when you are having hookups to know like what even it is. I feel like it gets fucking confusing, and like I can't understand what it is like for people who just do that. Like, you just hook up with a bunch of different people and you don't really care about them, or like you don't care about if they're hooking up with anyone else. or you just don't give a fuck about them and like are just, yeah, whatever, slept with them, bye. Sometimes I get like, I just like want you to only be sleeping with me, like don't be sleeping with anyone else. I know we're just fucking, but like still let me be the only one. And I think that's how a lot of people are. But where am I going with this? That was a little personal. But what I'm trying to say here is that hooking up with a bunch of different people can be damaging, because I feel like it's so fucking anxiety inducing. Like what I was saying, my therapist was telling me that it's addicting because it's a lot of spikes and crashes. Like your spike in adrenaline, I think adrenaline is the right chemical. Is it a chemical? Sure. The right chemical. No, it's not a chemical. Fuck, I should know this. Whatever. Your adrenaline spikes because you're getting all this attention and oh my god, they like you and it's just so exciting, but then it crashes when they're gone and you don't have that attention, and then they're ghosting you, or they're giving you dry ass responses and they really don't care to see you, and then you're like fuck, and then you crash. But then they text you and it's like they leave you on fucking delivered for 48 hours, and then next thing you know, you get the Snapchat notification, and then your adrenaline spikes again, and it's so exciting, but it's just a picture of their face, and then you snap them back right away, but then they don't respond for another like 10 hours, and then it crashes, and then you go into this anxiety spiral where it's like, well, do they like me? Do they not like me? Are they going to sleep with me again? Are they not? Are they going to stop talking to me? Like, what is this? Like, and you kind of get attached, and it gets like, and a lot of people get attached to the chase because it's fucking addicting, the spikes and the crashes and the spikes and the crashes, because when you get that attention, when you get that like slight bit of approval, you spike so much, and it's so exciting because you don't get it very often, because you're in this like crash where they're just not giving you any attention, and then you finally get that, and it's like, oh my god, it's so exciting because you get the slightest bit of attention, and that's why we fall for the bare minimum. I hope people can relate to that. But it is very anxiety inducing and very up and down and not stable and not healthy and not sustainable whatsoever. And I know that obviously it's so exciting to be getting with all these different people and hooking up and going to parties, like, and all this different attention from all these different people, and like it boosts your ego a lot too. It's like, oh my god, like they approve of me, like I must be so hot, like I must be so attractive, whatever, because I'm getting all these people, I'm sleeping with all these people, it must mean something about me. Which sure, maybe it does, but do we really need that approval? Is that approval very healthy? Is it even true? Who knows? But you don't need that approval at all. And like I said, it's very anxiety inducing, and for some people, obviously this won't apply to everyone, but I know, speaking from my experiences and also people who I know, like people who I've talked to about this stuff have also like said the same things, and I know a lot of my friends have like said the same stuff about their experiences with this, and I just think that what I'm trying to say here is that you don't need to go through that at all. I mean, sure, it's like it's good to go through for some people to learn that, but also just know that like the amount of people who you sleep with does not have anything to do with who you are and your worth. If you've slept with no one, that's okay. If you slept with 100+ people, like that's also okay. And I think sometimes, also, especially as girls, we get slut shamed for having a hot girl summer too, which is perfectly fine to have a hot girl summer and party and sleep around and, you know, do crazy shit. Like that is completely fine. If that's what you're choosing to do, like fucking go do it. That can be fun. But just know that like Oh, but a lot of people will see that, I feel like, and start to slut shame just because we're doing that. But like, who the fuck are you to call me a hoe? Who the fuck are you to say that? And also, like, okay, let me have my hot girl summer. The fuck. Not saying that I'm doing this. No. I'm just saying that, like, there is no need to slut shame. There's no need to call someone a hoe or whore or whatever for sleeping around a bit or sleeping with a few guys. It's okay. Your body count does not define who you are or your worth or anything like that. I know I get into my head about this. Not saying that my body count is high. It's not that high. But to me, I'm like, holy shit, I've slept with a few guys. This makes me a hoe. What the fuck? And then I start to slut shame myself. And then I've also been kind of slut shamed by other girls. And I was like, the fuck, you don't even know what was going on in my life. You don't know who I even slept with. You just know who I've talked to, and like, you just know some people that I slept with. Like, why are you calling me a hoe? Why are you going around spreading these things about me? And that really bothered me at some point. And yeah, don't slut shame people. Don't do it. And also, if you are getting slut shamed, don't listen to them, because that's just fucked up. It doesn't have anything to do with you, or who cares? It's none of their fucking business. I don't know where I'm really going with this. That was kind of just a tangent. But what I'm trying to say is that just be careful with what you choose to do, because I know that sleeping around, hooking up with different guys, having this hot girl summer that society deems to be so amazing, so exciting, and what your summer needs to be too, and like that you need to hop on this trend of like having this kind of summer. Just know that you don't have to have it, and that it also can cause you a lot of anxiety, and the excitement is temporary. That fun is temporary, and it is not sustainable, and does not last forever. Because what the fuck happens when you get to winter? What happens when you get to winter? It's not summer anymore. Your tan fades away. You stop going to the gym as much. You're not partying every day or every weekend. The sun isn't out as much, you know. You don't have all this free time. What happens? A lot of people go into seasonal depression, and also like maybe the guys you were seeing in the summer are not around anymore. Maybe you go back to school for summer, or you go somewhere else maybe you go back somewhere else for winter, or whatever it is. Maybe what the fuck am I saying? Maybe you go back to school, or you live somewhere else in the winter and in the summer, or maybe you're just on vacation in the summer. And then you go back, and then it's like those people aren't around anymore. You don't have that much attention anymore. You have to focus on different stuff. And I feel like that's just another crash. I think that's why it's kind of dangerous to like have this idea that we need to have this amazing summer where we're doing all this stuff that society tells us to. Because it leads to a crash in the winter, and it leads to like always dreaming and fantasizing about the summer, when I think it's more important to have a sustainable year, like a sustainable excitement, and not like these spikes and crashes and just like fucking putting our bodies through hell and like our minds and hearts through it all. Like, I think it's more important to have something sustainable, and whatever you choose for that to be. I'm sorry, I don't want people to think I'm hating on like sleeping around and like partying and stuff. I'm not at all. I'm just saying that like for some people it can be detrimental, and you don't have to have this summer that everyone is saying that like you need to have. That is so fun and exciting. And now let me get into the body stuff, because that's just so fun. Because in summer, there's so much more pressures around your body and looking good, because you're at the beach and you're in a bikini and you're showing a lot of your body. You're showing so much of your body. You're showing your whole fucking body, your whole figure off at the beach for everyone to see, and all your friends and everything. And I feel like a lot of comparison also happens in the summer. And there's this idea that you need to be tan, and if you look too white, then like, oh no, like I don't want to show my skin. I look too white. I'm not tanned. Blah 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 blah. Why the fuck does that matter? For one, why the fuck does that matter? Your skin color does not matter. Sure, being tan, you look a little bit healthier. You got a little bit more glow in your skin, but like, if you're white, you're white. That's your skin color. It's okay. If you're tan, sure, do it to feel good, to feel healthy, to get that healthy glow in you. You know what I mean? But not because it's like, oh my god, I look ugly if I'm white. No. No matter what the fuck your skin color is, you look good. As long as you feel good, that's what is best. Feel good first. Feel good first. But, okay, with the whole bikinis and beach, and it's like 2 months before summer, a month before summer, and you're like, holy shit, I need to start like getting my body right for summer, because in winter, you don't really show that much of your figure. You kind of like bundle up in clothes and you don't really show off anything. But then when summer comes, like, you're going to be wearing shorts, bikinis, and blah, 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 and it's like, holy fuck, my body's going to be exposed. And then you're like, oh, I need to start hitting the gym. I need to start like eating healthier, going on this diet, get bikini body ready. Like, I need to look so snatched, so good. It's the summertime. And I think that idea and all of that leads to people going on diets, which, if you know me, you know I'm against diets altogether. Fucking hate them. They don't work at all. Point blank period. Diets don't work. Don't diet. Strongly opinionated on that topic. Because once you diet, you're going to restrict yourself from a lot of food. All you're going to be thinking about is eating that food that you're restricting yourself from. And then the diet only lasts a few weeks, a month or so. And then you stop dieting, you feel like shit about yourself, you're going to gain the weight back that you lost, and you're going to feel like absolute shit about yourself, and then you're going to try diet again, maybe you'll lose a little bit of weight, but then you're going to stop the diet because it's not attainable, it's not sustainable, and then you're going to gain the weight, a little bit of weight back, maybe more, and then you're going to feel like shit about yourself again, and it's a whole cycle. That doesn't work. Anyways. So people like to go on diets for summer. They like to go to the gym more and get this fucking fit body or whatever the fuck the image is. Sorry, that topic makes me angry. Sorry if I got mad there. But I just think it's very unhealthy to have those thoughts. Especially being someone who's been through that and gone through all of that. I think it is more healthy and more sustainable to, one, know that nobody actually really cares what you look like at the beach. I know everyone says this, but people are mainly focused more on themselves than they are you. And I think online we see a lot of beach pictures and girls in bikinis or guys in their swim trunks, and they look more leaner. I think that's normally the image of the beach that is put out on social media, when really when you go to the beach, I think 2% of the people there will have that kind of body. Not everyone there has that lean, thin, muscular body. No, I think only a very small percent actually have that body type, but on social media 99% do. And it seems like you also need to look that way to go to the beach, but you don't. Put on a bikini, go to the beach, and enjoy your time there. That is what is important. That's what the beach is for. It's not a fashion show. It's not this look at my amazing body showing off, because people aren't really talking about it as much as you probably think they are. And if they are, it's probably because they themselves are insecure about their own bodies, or they're just fucking mean. Either way, fuck them. Like, it doesn't really have to do with you at all and who you are as a person if someone is talking shit about your body. If you are the one talking shit about someone's body, then yes, that has something to do with who you are. But your body is amazing exactly as it is, and the beach is meant for you to have fun, not for you to go out and look good and show everyone how good and amazing your body looks. And also, I think, like I said earlier, it's a place where a lot of comparison can happen if you are in a place of insecurity. I know when I was struggling a lot before with my body image and everything, going to beach was it was the worst thing in the world. Literally my nightmare. I hated going to the beach. Because I felt like everyone was looking at my body. And I felt like everyone was looking at me and thinking all this stuff about my body and whatnot. I still do a lot. Obviously, I do when I go to the beach. I think it is natural and normal to think that way because you are literally exposing your body. Like, it's all, yeah. You're fucking in small clothes that cover barely anything. You're showing everything. There's nothing to hide it. Wear clothes like they normally do. And so I think it's very natural and normal to think that people looking at your body or feel a little bit uncomfortable because you are showing your full body. But I think also, especially taking this back to male attention and stuff like that, is when you go to the beach with the sex you're attracted to, it's like, oh, like, let me get my boobs out, my butt out, like, let me wear the thong bikini so that they think I'm hot or I get their attention, or like, you know, like, they get more attracted to me, like, let me wear this cute sexy bikini, which is like, that's fun. Like, it's fun to think that. It's fun to get ready with your friends and be like, fuck yeah, put in that bikini, you look sexy as fuck, whatever. But then I feel like that also leads to you just putting all this attention around your body. And then I know from my experience, then when I go to the beach, I'm just so focused on the way my body looks, and I'm thinking about my body and how everyone is perceiving me and my body and everything like that, that I'm so in my head about all of that I'm not there. I'm not enjoying my time there. And I remember that made the beach just like, that's why I hated going to the beach, because like, I didn't fucking enjoy it. I didn't have fun. I was just thinking about my body the whole time. I was just mind reading the whole time, just wanting people to like me or think my body looks good, because I needed that approval, because I didn't give myself that. So I wanted it from other people. And I think that also goes hand in hand with male attention, where it's like, I don't have that approval for myself, so I need males to give it to me, so my ego is boosted, and so I can feel a little bit better about myself, because I don't feel it myself. But all in all, I think the biggest, most helpful thing you can do for yourself this summer is to find confidence within yourself and focus more on being in the moment and enjoying the summer and enjoying where you are in the moment, rather than focusing on what you look like, how other people are perceiving you, and how much attention you are getting. Because that is all superficial stuff and temporary stuff. But when you're in the moment and you're really enjoying it, that's how you really have the best summer ever. Do spontaneous stuff. Get excited about things. Make plans. Stick to them. Go do fun things. Go to parties if you want to. Stay home if you want to. But do what you love and do what you enjoy. And live in the moment while doing it. Get out of your head. Get out of all that negative thoughts and thinking about your body and wanting to get approval. Easier said than done, let me tell you. I still struggle with it. But I think the more that you just stop, notice those thoughts. Notice like, okay, I'm really in my head about my body. Like, I don't want to go to the beach because my body. maybe wear something a little bit more comfortable. If it's not a full thong bikini and little nipple cover bikini top, that's okay. Wear what makes you comfortable and what you will have a good time in. You don't need to wear the skimpiest bikini. Maybe it's a bodysuit that you feel more comfortable in. Maybe you just go to the beach in an oversized t-shirt or something. Whatever it is, wear what makes you comfortable. Breathe. Bring yourself back to the present moment and just enjoy it. And do what makes you happy. Spend time with the people who make you happy. Don't force yourself to go out in big groups or to parties or to all these things and hang out with these people who make you feel insecure and make you feel like shit and make you feel like you have to do things you don't want to. You don't have to spend time with those people. You get to choose who you spend time with. And make that choice to be with people who make you happy and make you feel confident and make you feel loved and enjoy your time with them. That is what summer is about. Not about how you look. Not about how tan you get. Not about how many guys you can get. You get to choose what it's about and how fun you want to make it. And you get to decide what that is for you. So yeah. Have whatever kind of hot girl summer you want to have. Make it a hot girl summer, but redefine it in the way for you. My hot girl summer personally is spending time with my friends, having fun with them, going camping, going to the beach and seeing the sunset, going on spontaneous adventures with them, and working, golfing, spending time with my family, and eating whatever the fuck I want to eat. Going on hot girl walks, doing what's good for myself and my mental health and healing, going to therapy. That is my hot girl summer, because that's the stuff that I enjoy to do, and that's what makes me so fucking hot, because and that's what makes me so fucking hot, because it's what makes me happy. Because you glow, baby, when you're happy and you're confident and you're healthy. You glow when you are your happiest and healthiest. Not when you're forcing yourself to do things that society tells you need to do to look hot. It's when you're healthy and when you're happy. So go do the things that make you healthy and happy, because you deserve it. You are so worthy of all the great things in this world. And I'm going to wrap this podcast up now. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you in some way. Know that I love you all so, so, so very much, and I hope you have an amazing week. And I will talk to you all again next Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being alive. I hope you all enjoy your summer and take this advice. And yes. Okay, bye guys. Yeah. Bye.